Hello everyone, and welcome to your full moon reading. So during the new moon in Libra a couple weeks ago, we were given an invitation to renegotiate, reevaluate, and reassess all of the relationships in our life. That means our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others, our careers, money, the world around us, our contracts, and soul agreements. And this openness to reshaping our relationships and how we relate to ourselves and others is a lifelong exercise and practice. Now, if we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, the entire global human consciousness is in the process of reshaping the world as we know it. This process is not only visible worldwide, but we can also feel it deep within our being. We can feel it reshaping us deep within our core and directing our human experience into new landscapes. Just think about the past couple years. We have walked through new landscapes that we've never walked through before. And we may be hesitant to admit it or be longing to return to the way things were, back to what was familiar or back to normal. But there exists a deep knowing and an understanding that we are standing upon a crossroads of monumental change. And the moon is one of our greatest teachers and guides through this journey and monumental shift in human consciousness. So this Sunday, October 9th at 4:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the mighty Hunter's Moon in Aries. The first sign in the zodiac, Aries is a pioneering leader that represents courage and bravery. And this potent maverick energy is aligning with our deep inner emotional self, illuminating new discoveries about ourselves, revelations in our awareness, new beginnings in our healing journey, turning points in our life, breakthroughs in the mind, and uncovering deeper truths about ourselves and the world in which we live. This full moon delivers a sense of newness and a beginning of something new by fully illuminating what we had set in motion during the new moon in Libra, as well as lighting the way for us to relinquish that which is ready to be dissolved, thus bringing in a sense of new energy and a fresh perspective. So you can see we are still navigating through the waters of redefining the relationships in our life during this Libra season. So full moons are the completion of a cycle, and this full moon is no different. It marks an ending of the old self and the old world that is creating space for a new chapter to be born. This process of clearing out the old and discovering new pathways, both for our individual journeys of the soul, as well as the collective journey of humanity. Oftentimes, this process shakes up fear, uncertainty, and destruction. It can also expose lies and bring truth to light. It can reveal unhealed traumas within our greater being that were deeply suppressed, and can create some disorienting havoc for those who are not open to change. So this full moon invites our inner emotional self to meet our courageous warrior self, and to walk this healing journey together, because both aspects of ourselves will be needed during this deeply transformative process. The moon not only influences the great tides of the ocean in our world and our collective experience, but she also influences the tides of our deepest waters of our innermost self. And full moons always bring something to light within ourselves, and this full moon is showing us where we need to take initiative, where we may need to take a step away from our old self, our old patterns, our old behaviors, and step into our truer, more authentic self. In order to step into our truer, more authentic self, we need to release that which is no longer serving us. Our old patterns, our old behaviors, our old thoughts, our old self. Then we can be free to emerge as our more authentic self. So this full moon is urging us to find balance in all of the relationships and honoring ourselves in the process and honoring our relationship with the world and how we decide to show up for life. This lunation also reminds us to shine brightly even in the darkest of times. And this is where our brave warrior leader self is needed as we walk through the deep, dark, healing shadow work that is being illuminated to be resolved by our inner emotional self. Unified together, we will find the support, capacities, and strength we need for all the big changes that we are about to experience as we approach eclipse season and the crescendo of 2022. There are lots of astrological aspects that point to this revolutionary energy, such as Pluto, the powerful planet of death and rebirth, is stationary direct with the moon and Chiron, illuminating new beginnings in our individual healing journeys, as well as Saturn, the teacher planet and the planet of control and top-down government, and Uranus, the planet of revolution and revelations, is square with Taurus. It is square in Taurus, which represents the earth, food, and finances. These powerful cosmic alignments are pointing to a major shift from the old world into the new world. And if you're alive on the earth plane at this moment in time, especially if you're listening to this message, you are a pioneer for the new earth. This is part of your soul agreement. This is why you are here. This is why you are alive at this moment in time, whether you are fully conscious and aware of it or not. You are here for a divine purpose, and that is to bring this new earth to light. Not just on a collective scale, but more importantly and most importantly, within yourself and your own personal healing story. This full moon is here to propel us and to support us every step of the way. We are not alone. We are all walking this path together, and we have support and guidance from our ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, power animals, body protectors, and the mighty divine cosmos all around us. So, there is great change upon us, and there is also great support all around us. Also for this full moon, we have, not only for this full moon, but for the rest of October, we have 3 air grand trines with Saturn in retrograde in Aquarius, Mars in Gemini, and then we have Venus, and then we'll have Mercury in Libra. These configurations are giving us the mental breakthroughs that we have been waiting for, to clear out our own self-limiting beliefs and to open us up into this realm of infinite possibilities. We are living in a world of infinite possibilities, but we're also trapped within the limits that we place on ourselves. And so these three grand trines in the air signs of Aries, Gemini, and Libra, with Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury, this is opening us up into this world of infinite possibilities. And this is giving us greater possibilities for the world in which we live, to create the world that we live in. This is the divine essence of this Hunter's full moon in Aries. It is a deeper understanding for who we are and for the world that we are creating. And in order to create the world that we want to see, we have to become the person that we need to become. And in order to become the person that is being called forth, we need to cleanse and clear out the old self and all the old patterns and habits that are no longer serving us, so that we are free to emerge as the powerful divine creator beings that we are. And from this place, we will have the sovereignty and the power to create in this world of unlimited possibilities. And the universe and the moon is guiding us through this journey of the soul, and this journey through this new earth that is emerging all around us. And so the Hunter's moon is a very powerful moon in this. It's a very powerful lunation in this series of full moons that we get every single year. And to get a deeper understanding and to understand with more insight on what this Hunter's moon means, watch my next video for the spiritual significance of the Hunter's moon. It gets really deep, and it will help give a nice framework for understanding this full moon. And so for the oracle reading for this full moon, it's the energy is gaining momentum. So energy is gaining momentum. Everything that has happened so far in 2022 is gaining momentum, and we are approaching the crescendo of 2022. So we are being asked to really challenge ourselves to rise to the occasion. And this Hunter's moon is helping us to arise to the occasion with the two aspects of ourselves that is needed most. Our warrior, brave, courageous leader self, and our deep, intuitive, emotional self, working together in harmony to bring forth that is being called forth, and this will help the new earth to emerge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this full moon reading. Be sure to watch my next video on the spiritual significance of the Hunter's moon and the rituals for this full moon. And until next time, bye guys.